Tonca Earthmoving, Lake Monger Southwest Playground. Tonca was contracted by the town of Cambridge to construct this regionally significant, inclusive and accessible nature-based adventure play space. The playground is located on a registered Aboriginal heritage site, and some elements of the design sought to recognise this heritage. The mounding in the shape of a large serpent represents the Woggle, or rainbow serpent from the Dreamtime story that describes the creation of Lake Monger. Tonca's timeframe to complete the bulk of the earthworks, liaise with all contractors and order required materials and equipment in was tight, especially given COVID-related supply constraints, with some items coming from the east. Changing weather conditions meant the project team had to constantly adapt their construction techniques to deliver the project on time and budget. The client supervisor said Tonca managed the site in a safe and very well organised manner, with careful regard for workers, subcontractors and the public. Civmec, Perth Kids Bridge. This colourful 217-metre-long pedestrian bridge allows sick children and their carers a safe passage across a busy road between the hospital and Kings Park. Delivered in a short 24-week program, the bridge comprises 320 tonnes of steel in 5 piers and 11 segments, and 400 cubic metres of reinforced concrete. Key project requirements included minimising the impact on traffic and protecting all existing infrastructure and amenities, including trees. Civmec fabricated the bridge at its Henderson facility. Its complex geometry, with multiple distinct horizontal and vertical curves and cambers, made the fabrication extremely challenging. Months of preparation went into developing the final lift studies and detailed installation schedules, with the 11 bridge segments successfully installed over 2 weekends. To ensure swift and accurate fit-up of segments before unhooking from the crane, Civmec used an innovative combination of hydraulic pulling jacks and machined aluminium strongbacks. WBHO, SRG, JV. Wanneroo Road, Ocean Reef Road, Interchange. The JV set overarching themes at the outset that would guide and drive tendering and delivery of the project. Collaboration, innovation, open and effective stakeholder engagement, and sustainable delivery were the drivers to ensure success. The constrained site and the requirement to lower Ocean Reef Road by 4 metres and raise Wanneroo Road by 3 metres required a range of complex services and utilities relocations and modifications. Constructing a multi-grade solution on the site would require a truly innovative traffic management approach. This led to the concept of building a road to build a road, and ultimately to the development of an innovative traffic management solution, affectionately known as the Kraken, which enabled multiple complex reconfigurations to match construction staging. The JV committed to turning negative expectations around inconvenience and delays into a positive opportunity. Enviro Infrastructure, Bridge 34 structural refurbishment and widening. From the outset, this project presented multiple challenges which required detailed project planning and fastidious site management to minimise risks to the principal, the site team and the travelling public. The bridge's location on the major heavy haulage transport artery between Perth and the Great Southern meant detailed traffic management planning had to be undertaken, particularly for the period where the deck overlay was removed and highway traffic would be reduced to a single lane. Due to the extensive propping required, the project team decided to hard stand the entire underside of the bridge to the extent of the clearing limits, installing culverts to carry the flow beneath the worksite and allowing clear access for machinery and propping equipment across the entire site. This allowed work to continue in almost all conditions, effectively eliminating weather delays to the substructure works. Metropolitan Road Improvement Alliance, Murdoch Drive connection. The project connects Murdoch Drive with Roe Highway and Kwinana Freeway, improving access and journey times to major hospitals and the Murdoch Activity Centre. Placing the huge 48.5 metre long bridge beams straddling the Kwinana Freeway was no small task and took more than 6 months of preparation. The Alliance worked closely with main roads to reduce the environmental impact of construction activities as much as possible. One example of this was the construction of court-end sheet piles with a unique silent piler, which straddles the piles as they're installed, reducing the required workroom to a fraction of that of a conventional piling rig. Environmentally sustainable crushed recycled concrete was used as pavement material on the Kwinana Freeway widening portion of the works. A bright yellow roller crash barrier, the first of its kind used in Western Australia, reduces the intensity of crashes. Ertech D6 Water Storage Dam. Construction of the D6 dam was required to ensure long-term water security at Newmont's Boddington Gold Mine, the largest gold mine in WA. Ertech was the main construction contractor and provided significant design and constructability input prior to award. All materials for the dam were to be sourced from the site, and sourcing and preparing this material was a key factor in achieving the delivery deadline. Effectively managing the challenges with materials enabled Ertech to minimise the impact on the construction program and keep the project on course for success. The client embraced and approved Ertech's proposal to replace an anchor trench, which would have been extremely difficult to construct safely, with a cement bentonite slurry wall, which met the design intent and eliminated much of the risks. Recognising the increasing uncertainty of subcontractor availability caused by COVID-19, Ertech increased the portion of the work that it self-performed to mitigate the impacts of delays. Valmec, Australia, Buckland Hill Reservoir Upgrade. Water Corporation's Buckland Hill Reservoir in Mosman Park was originally constructed in 1924 and, like all ageing infrastructure, was showing signs of wear and tear. Excessive seepage losses were potentially causing degradation of the underlying limestone foundation. Valmec's scope of works included installing new inlet pipes and valves, relining the reservoir to repair cracks and minimise leakage, upgrading the existing fencing and electrical works, resurfacing the bitumen, and encasing existing pipes to protect them from leaks and breaks. Development and implementation of safe practices was essential to undertake works on the sloped reservoir walls, to install a new inlet to existing pipework around 7 metres deep, to allow the safe removal of asbestos-contaminated materials, and to enable the partial removal of columns to repair corrosion. A critical constraint to the project was the return to operation of the reservoir prior to summer months. The project was completed on time and within budget. BMD Constructions, Kwinana Freeway Southbound on-ramp from Manning Road. Delivered by BMD Constructions as principal contractor, the Kwinana Freeway Southbound on-ramp from Manning Road project addressed efficiency, access and safety issues for road users on Manning Road wishing to travel south on the Kwinana Freeway. Limited subcontractor availability challenges were negated by managing the risk of a non-standard form of contract, engaging a new business within the market to deliver an exceptional slip-form concrete barrier. Innovative retaining wall underpinning works were undertaken on a 300-metre long, 5-metre high limestone retaining wall by injecting microfine grout below the wall to create a grout block. With a focus on reconciliation, BMD exceeded stipulated Indigenous engagement targets, achieving 9.1% Indigenous employment and 5.39% spent with Aboriginal businesses. Delivered lost time injury-free with a total recordable injury frequency rate of 0, the project was delivered to the community on time. MACA Civil. Construction of Karratha Tom Price Road, Section 3. MACA delivered a construction-only contract for Main Roads WA, with works including new and modification of existing culverts and floodways, establishment and management of all borrow pits, embankment construction, construction of F-type and table drains, full pavement construction and sealing of 48 kilometres, and installation of safety barriers, line marking signs and guideposts. An innovative box construction method was used for the southern section where the topography was level. This enabled works to continue at the planned progress rate and substantially reduce the risk from unexpected finds of asbestos. Over the duration of 12 months, with nearly 250,000 labour hours in the remote Pilbara of WA, there were no lost time nor recordable injuries. The project achieved a 9% Aboriginal participation rate, and more than 50% of subcontractors were local businesses. The works were completed to a high standard, on time and budget. Maritime Constructions, Esperance Replacement Jetty. Maritime Construction's innovative overhand construction approach, which included a customised piling guide system, significantly de-risked this highly complex jetty construction, which would otherwise have likely been hampered by weather if using traditional jackleg barge construction. Use of the piling guide system also enabled construction of 3 types of bridge decks, including a timber heritage section and 2 precast concrete sections of different widths, as well as an unusual culvature, all using just the one frame. Construction of the project was also characterised by continuous and dynamic improvements by the team, including the addition of blanking plates to stabilise piles under difficult geotechnical conditions. The project also offered an ideal training ground for the enhanced development of Maritime Construction's engineers and supervisors who visited the site to witness the system in action firsthand, providing the company with enhanced skills and confidence in applying similar systems on future projects. Enviro Infrastructure, Whitfords Nodes Fitness Staircase. Enviro was engaged by the City of Joondalup to undertake design, fabrication and installation of this landmark staircase in Hillary's, located in an area of high environmental significance. Enviro developed innovative solutions to reduce the clearing footprint and implemented a crane lift plan to clear the chewit trees that framed the staircase. An unexpected environmental issue meant a versatile approach was needed to swap out concrete footings from the design and replace them with screw pile foundations. Enviro's civil team worked closely with the fabrication team and surveyors to identify the 53 screw pile locations and worked in exceptionally challenging conditions to install them. The steep dune elevation saw the piles installed using a 4.5-tonne excavator lowered down the dune face. Changing weather conditions meant the project team had to constantly adapt their construction techniques to deliver the project on time and budget. Smartways Alliance, Smart Freeway Kwinana Northbound. The Smartways Alliance, encompassing BMD Constructions, Ventia, Arup and Main Roads Western Australia, delivered the Smart Freeways upgrade to a 12-kilometre stretch of the Kwinana Freeway. This central section of Perth's major freeway is the first stretch of the Smart Road network in the state, bringing the future of motoring to the state for the very first time to deliver a safer driving experience and reduce congestion while making better use of existing road infrastructure. the Smartways Alliance team faced significant challenges, including working in an extremely narrow project site bordered by a rail corridor, the Freeway and the Swan River, installing the largest cantilever gantries on a WA road, and the first ramp signalling in the state. The project has been hailed a success, shaving an average of 5 minutes travel time for commuters and accommodating an average 13% traffic increase across the Narrows Bridge during morning peak periods. VAS Joint Venture, VAS Diversion Drain Upgrade. This project is a leading example of how innovation, problem solving, excellence in design, dynamic construction and successful client-contractor collaboration can deliver outstanding civil construction, community and environmental outcomes. The VAS joint venture, comprising West Force Construction and JWI contractors, completed the $25.7 million upgrade on behalf of the Water Corporation to protect the city of Busselton and its residents against a 1 in 100-year rainfall event. More than 6 kilometres of the VAS diversion drain was upgraded and the Vass River Diversion Dam reconstructed during the 8-month project delivery window, which also included the design of the pedestrian bridge and redesign of the concrete-lined drain section. Despite numerous planned and unforeseen challenges, the project was delivered 8 weeks earlier than the contractual completion date and $500,000 under budget.